Welcome to my channel. It's your boy Jordy. Today I'm gonna show you how to do a slight drop fade. First off, I'm blow drying his hair. Necessarily, I don't always blow dry my client's hair, but I do ask for my clients to come in with their hair clean, usually washed. So sometimes they do come in, and their hair a little bit wet still, so I'll just dry it off. Now that I'm done blow drying his hair, I just go ahead and pin up these two little parts right in the front of his head. He likes it when he has kind of like a falling section over his fade. Right now, I'm using the Babyliss 1.5 guard closed. And what I'm doing is I'm just debulking the area so I could get a better vision of where I am gonna work. Right after I use the 1.5 guard, I pass the 4 right above it. Not everybody does it this way. This is exactly just how I do it. This is the system that has worked for me. So then after the 4 guard, I'll usually pass the 3, then the 2, back to the 1.5 open, and then finally with the 1.5 closed. And I just do that all around the head just to create a shape to the top of the haircut. Now I'm gonna grab my Gold Effects clippers and I'm gonna create the baseline for the haircut. Usually I would go in with my trimmers first, but my client has very thick hair and I just want to avoid creating a line too hard to take out. Alright, now I grab my low pro trimmers and I'm just going ahead and debulking the bottom, bringing it down to that trimmer size. I don't want to necessarily press too hard, so you see that I'm going up instead of pressing down with the tip of the trimmers. Now with my Gold Effects, I'm opening up the blade. I know people use inch, half inch. I'm not using tape measures while I'm cutting hair. More or less the width of your pinky finger, I go up and I create my first guideline and I close it click by click until I completely eliminate the bottom line. I then go in after with my 1 guard closed, and then I open up the blade again, just to kind of lighten up the top of that line. After I've lightened up the top with the 1 guard, I grab the half guard and I slowly but surely close it, just to take out that remaining line. And after I'm done passing the half guard, you could see that there's still a bit of a line there. So what I do is I just go ahead, take the half guard off, and I pass the blade open over that little area just to make sure we're getting that little spot taken care of. Just lightly pass it, only using my corners because I don't want to take the fade up too high. Just want to really eliminate that last little bit of darkness that's left at the bottom of the fade. And the same steps that I use to fade out this side are the same steps that I use to fade out the back and to fade out the other side. Now that we're done fading, you want to grab your Babyliss shaver and just go ahead and shave the bottom of the haircut, making sure not to go up too high and flicking towards the top, just to make sure that you're not creating another guideline to work out. Now that you're done passing the shaver, I like to grab my low pros and I just do a bit of detail work. Any dark spots in the fade that I might see, any little areas that could look better, I just go ahead and I just tap them out with the machine closed, just using my corners, playing with the lever, just making sure that any little spots that I might see in the fade that they're taken care of. I'm just cleaning up those small little areas, between the hair on the bottom and the hair on the top, just to make sure that everything is smoothly transitioning, creating a nice little shape. This is all part of detail work. The detail work isn't only just on the fades. You have to do a little bit of detail work in the transition area between the long hair and the short hairs as well, just to make sure that everything is perfect. My client personally does not like getting his front hairline lined up. He's more of a vertical bar and C-cup kind of guy. I usually use my pencil on him just to try to get his C-cups as even as possible before I go in with the trimmer. This time around, I don't know, the pencil wasn't wanting to cooperate with me, or maybe it was just me having an off day with the pencil, but I just went ahead and I did one side, and then the other side I just mashed it up the best I could with the trimmer. Then I went back in with my razor, making sure to stretch the skin and just, small, even strokes, always stretching the skin.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Now I just grabbed a little bit of product and I'm styling his hair, just making sure that everything is distributed evenly through his hair. I grab a comb, I try to put his hair exactly the way that he wants it. Some of the hairs in the corner weren't really behaving, so I did have to go back in with a little brush and just make them behave the way I wanted them to, but he ended up loving the style anyway. Alright, well here's a cut. If you enjoyed watching this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more haircuts like this, please hit that subscribe button. This has been your boy Jordy. I really appreciate you watching.